Ulna comprises of upper end with two processes, beak like olecranon process and shelf like coronoid process, enclosing the trochlear notch between them. Shaft is thicker to begin with but soon gets narrowed. It has three surfaces and three borders. Surfaces are anterior, medial convex and posterior. Borders are sharp lateral or interosseous border, a rounded medial border and a posterior border. Lower end is narrow, comprising a rounded small head on the lateral side and a styloid process on the medial aspect. Ulna also forms 5 synovial joints: elbow joint, synovial joint of hinge variety, wrist joint, synovial joint of ellipsoid variety, superior and inferior radio-ulnar joints of pivot variety, and a middle radio-ulnar joint, fibrous joint of syndesmosis variety. Identification of site. Bigger end lies above, olecranon process lies posteriorly and coronoid process lies anteriorly. The sharp interosseous border of shaft is laterally. Head at lower end lies laterally and styloid process is medially. Attachments. Triceps brachii, the muscle of arm with 3 heads joined together to be inserted into superior surface of olecranon process. On the posterolateral surface of shaft and lateral surface of olecranon process is the insertion of weak and conius. It is arising from posterior surface of lateral epicondyle of humerus. On the anterior aspect of coronoid process is the insertion of brachialis arising from the humerus. It is the chief flexor of elbow joint. On the lateral side of coronoid process is the radial notch of ulna, into which the medial aspect of head of radius fits to form the superior radio-ulnar joint. Below the radial notch is a depressed area which provides origin to the important supinator muscle. This muscle passes from back of radius to lateral surface and front of 1/3 of radius to its insertion. This muscle hugs or embraces the upper third of radius. Anterior surface of upper 2/3 of shaft, including the medial convex surface till the posterior border, gives origin to a very big, strong, composite muscle, the flexor digitorum profundus. This is the only flexor of distal interphalangeal joint. The posterior surface gives attachment to extensors of the wrist joint. Styloid process gives attachment to medial ligament of the wrist joint. Hand is the distal part of the upper limb. It shows maximum activities, movement of pronation, supination, holding things, writing, playing, etc. are all done by the hands. This has been possible because of the movement of opposition at the first carpo-metacarpal joint. Remember Eklavya of Mahabharata, who was asked to give his right thumb by his guru, so that he was not able to outsmart Arjuna in the archery. Hands, though smaller than arm and forearm, consist of many smaller bones. There are thus numerous joints for finer and more diverse movements.